the season, one of their best attributes.
Here's Noel. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passers. David, thank you.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it's Giddey in the corner. Passes it to Joe. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Giddey, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Wise beyond his years. Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency from range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
Substitution for your Thunder, Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Williams for 3. The Thunder with another miss for Minnesota. They've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Anderson outside. Inside. Here's McDaniels. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Williams. Now McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Anderson passes to McDaniels. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Here's Noel. Second chance shot. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Gobert's got 6. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now Edwards. After the miss 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey against Edwards. And that one, good. He has 6. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, if you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Anderson. Torian Prince comes in for McDaniels. And it's Rivers in for Russell. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Puts it up from 12. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Gobert's got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Rivers. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Prince misses. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. For 3, it's the three-point bomb. Dortch got 9.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Outside Edwards. This one for 3. It's good from long range. Edwards got the lead back up to 1 now for the Timberwolves.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they get it back. Here's Williams. Plays it up off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Looking to get back on track here. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
What a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. The pass to Muscala. Here's Joe over Edwards. Great positioning on the putback. 8 points for him.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
Rudy Gobert, his feet.
With a score, your Thunder, 30.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
32.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And,
Please give a big round of applause.
And in that first half, we saw type bet. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. And finished off by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Outside Williams. No good on the shot. Gobert with the defensive effort.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Gobert, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
And here we go. Timberwolves running again. And Russell gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
And they get it. Good on the triple. Dort's got 12.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And that one, good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Gobert with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead's cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Dort.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Look for Oklahoma City. Baisley's checked in for Williams. And Wiggins is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Down low, Baisley. Gobert with the block. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Noel, and he makes good on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to man.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Williams. Shoots over McDaniel. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 7 points.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Russell passes to Noel. Now, here is Russell. Here's Reed. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Reed's got his first basket.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Williams' shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Noel, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
They retain possession. Williams' shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Noel, no good. Thunder trailing by 12. And here is Williams. 7 points in the game. And it's Williams with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Here's Muscala. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Knocked loose. Russell passes to Rivers. Back to Russell. 4 seconds left. No good that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking from the shooting guard spot?
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Reed, Anthony Edwards out there with Anderson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Rivers in at the shooting guard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Oklahoma City on D. It's a 10-point game.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive. Sees that window and exploits it.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to Edwards. Rivers with it. Rebound by Muscala.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Dort. That's tipped.
Taurean Prince has the kind of length and speed to close the gap and send it back. What a block.
Here's Rivers. The Thunder pull it in. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Giddey gets it to go.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hands the 12-footer.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here is Edwards. Passes it to Reed. Here's Rivers. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. It's good.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams comes in for Mike Muscala. And it's Williams in for Baisley. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Noel, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Dort. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort misses.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Here's Anderson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota leading by 10. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. For 3, Williams. And they recover it. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Anderson. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. Edwards drives in. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Every time I have a chance to review the lineups, matchups, we'll call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Noel. And it's Russell in for Rivers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point line to start the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. McDaniels knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Williams, that's good.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Led by as many as 14 points. Shots good by Williams.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Minnesota leading by 8. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Another miss by Williams. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Minnesota.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Russell missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Russell. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell feeling it out a bit. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to...